Welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting, and today we're going to make some more decor and just kind of see where that goes. I'm not sure exactly, but I have a couple ideas in mind. So go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so that you know when the next video comes out. So let's go ahead and go take a look. All right, so this first one, we're going to make a riser out of these inexpensive items. This is the spackling that you get from Walmart or Lowe's or whatever. Just some regular Waverly white chalk paint. And this glass I actually got from Ross. It was right before Easter, so it was on sale of some sort. I think I still paid like $2.99 for it, which is kind of stupid. And then this really old sign from Dollar Tree that I got on sale for 25 cents, I believe, once Christmas was over and everything. So we're going to start off by filling in the holes where that hang string came out of. So I'm going to use this spackling and just fill in those holes. Normally, this is the spackling that's pink and it turns white when it dries. However, mine is dry because it's been sitting for so long, so it's no longer pink. I didn't realize that happened. But so once you've got it filled in and let it dry, you are going to want to take off any extra. And then we've got to do something about this actual sign. So I was going to try to just sand off all of the glue. There was some metal and such hanging from this when I first got it, and they have since fallen off, or I've taken them off. I don't honestly know. So I was going to just sand those off, but then I realized this paper peeled right off. I've never had Dollar Tree signs paper peel off this easily. I see people all the time doing this, and I never believe them. Now I know why, because it's old. So when the signs are old, the paper peels off. It's great. So once we've got it peeled off, I'm going to paint both sides of the sign. This is actually the back of the sign, which I'm going to use as the top of the riser. So I'm just painting both sides. I believe I did 2 coats on both sides. And I always use my hairdryer to dry it. You don't want to use super hot dryer because supposedly the paint will crack. And then after I had done all of that, I realized I forgot the decorative trim that I was going to put on the edge of the riser. So after I had already painted it, I'm going to go in and I'm going to glue on these half beads, which are from Amazon. And I'm just going to glue those on all the way around. And of course, the sign is not quite big enough to fit an even amount of these. And so I had to get a little bit creative here toward the end. So you see that's not going to fit. There's no way I can make that fit or squeeze it in. But I'm going to go ahead and glue the last one that I could fit in. And then I'm going to use a little tiny bead, which was a full bead. I'm going to use that little tiny bead right there to fill in that empty spot. It's not noticeable once I paint it. So after I've got all those beads glued on, then I'm going to give them a very rough coat of white paint. Almost like a dry brush, a little heavier though than a true dry brush. But I want to be able to see a little bit of the wood through the white paint. So I am going to paint it and then take it off a little bit. And I'm going to paint it all along the sides of the beads and the insides of the beads. Just make sure the whole thing looks the same all the way around. Then we're going to flip it over once it's dry, and we are going to find the middle of the sign so that we know where we're going to attach our riser stand to, which in our case is actually that glass that I showed. And I needed a way to make sure that the glass was sturdy because I wasn't going to just glue it on there just willy-nilly. I want it to actually stay. So what I decided to do was create a little bit of a holder using some tumbling tower blocks, the Dollar Tree tumbling tower blocks. Make sure that they fit snugly into that glass, and then I'm going to glue those onto the bottom of my riser. This is going to make it so that that glass is a bit more sturdy. And then I'm going to glue the glass on using this super glue from Dollar Tree. I'm not going to use hot glue because we know that'll break off right away. So I am going to use a bunch of that super glue. And just place that glass right over those tumbling tower blocks that I had set up. And then at the bottom, I decided I needed the bottom of the riser or the stand to be wider. So I'm going to use this candle topper to do that. I've been using candle toppers a lot lately, so I may as well move on with that. So I'm just going to give this a dry brushing of white paint. I measured out the bottom of the riser. You didn't get to see that because the camera was all messed up. But I measured that out and glued that riser onto the bottom of my glass. And that's it. Quick and easy, simple. A lot of inexpensive tools to do this, or inexpensive materials to do this cute little riser. And this is not meant for heavy. You're not going to put it like a turkey dinner on top of this or anything. It'll be light, cute stuff. And then we are going to make a little shelf. I saw this, I believe it was on Callie's website or YouTube channel, but First Coffee. She made this, I believe it was her. I've watched so many videos over the course of the last couple weeks. I don't remember, but I believe it was her. I'm going to try to remember to copy her channel down at the bottom in the description box. But she made this cute little shelf, and so I'm going to do that same thing. And I'm going to make mine just a tiny bit different. But basically what you're doing is you're going to make, what shape is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What shape has 6 sides? I don't remember. It's not an octagon. Octagon would be 8. Whatever, is it a hexagon? Hex sounds like 7. I don't know. Hexagon maybe? I don't know. But we're going to make that shape. And we're going to put a whole bunch of these popsicle sticks down. These are the medium size. They're not the super big ones. They're not the tiny little ones from Dollar Tree. They're the medium size one. Actually, some of these were probably from Dollar Tree, to be truthful. But you need a whole bunch of them. So I would recommend getting a full box of them from Walmart. Or if you shop on Amazon or Temu too. Any of those could work. So we're just going to make the shape that I don't know the name of. I think hex is 10, isn't it? So it's not a hexagon. It's not an octagon. Some kind of gon. I don't know which gon. Okay, so once we've got the first layer down, if you see anything that's not even, which I am seeing now that I'm looking at it, watching it being recorded, now would be the time to fix that. You don't want to wait until after you've put all these layers. Then you're going to add a whole bunch of layers of popsicle sticks. And I'm adding a hanger to hang this from the wall. I also added those tumbling tower blocks so that I didn't have to use so many of the craft sticks. And we're going to make the little shelf where the stuff is going to sit. We're going to make a little cover for that side of the shelf. This little black faux leather. There are the blocks that I was talking about. So those blocks I put so that I didn't have to use so many craft sticks. And so I'm just going to cut out a piece of leather that will cover the bottom of my shelf. It'll make it look a little bit more industrial, in my opinion. So that's what I was kind of going for. And this is the faux leather from Dollar Tree, so super easy to cut, and it looks really good. Super easy to glue. Like, everything is easy about this faux leather from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to measure it out so that I know exactly where or how I want to glue it. I ended up taking the very edge of the leather and gluing it to that last stick there, the last tumbling towers there. Sorry about my hair and my balding spot. You guys didn't need to see that. And then we're just going to wrap it around and cut off the extra that's left over. And my camera, I record on my phone, and I apparently ran out of space, so this is as far as I got. But I'm just going to fold that edge over and glue it down. And there you go. You have an adorable little shelf. And this was that flower vase that I made the other week, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And I think it's just adorable. It would be even more adorable if you measured properly and had it even on each side. All right, thank you so much for stopping by Nattys Crafts today. I sure hope you can give the video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe. Remember to hit the bell when you subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. I sure hope if you subscribe, you'd also come back and watch a few of the videos now and then. I'd appreciate that too. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.